While most of the daytime hours are dry, flooding, rain, and severe weather threatens as we go later in the day. Captain's Tree Service handles all of your tree needs, including tree removals, trimming, pruning, and even 24/7 emergency care. Reliable, affordable, and trusted by families. Call the Captain today for a free estimate at 856-883-7682. That's 856-883-7682. Hey everyone, it's meteorologist Joe Martucci here. Let's talk about that thunderstorm risk. This is going to be from about 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. with showers afterwards into the night. Isolated power outages in areas of wind damage, small hail, and spots. Now, the biggest relatively risk for severe weather is west of the Garden State Parkway here. The immediate beach towns have a little bit of a lower risk here. But there will be lightning possible anywhere up and down the shore, and that could put the end to a number of outdoor events. Now, we take a look at our satellite this morning. We see a lot of colors on the East Coast. That is our showers and eventually thunderstorms later today. It's associated with a potent cold front that stretches from Hudson Bay in Canada down into the Great Lakes states and then over into Texas. And then we have a stationary front out in the Rocky Mountains that's bringing wet weather their way. It's warm and humid for us ahead of the front. We have these southerly winds. It will feel like summer. And then we have this big high pressure system from the Canadian Arctic here that will bring the cool and crisp air our way and already is bringing lows in the 30s for much of the northern plains. Now, here's a look at our futurecast. We're dry from the morning, dry midday. We could even be dry until about 6, 7 o'clock or so, depending on where you are. But that window opens up at 4 p.m. The severe weather threat closes at 10 p.m. But then we still have this rain threat into the night, and that could bring flooding rain to us here. Now, even when we go into Sunday morning, we're not done yet. We're looking for spotty showers throughout the morning, and it's probably not 100% dry until 2 o'clock on your Sunday. It's going to be that raw, damp kind of feel even later into the day, but at least it'll be rain-free after 2 o'clock. Here's a look at our excessive rainfall outlook. The higher threat is in Ocean and Monmouth counties, Tinton Falls, Toms River, going into Long Beach Island, where scattered flash flooding is possible. Here's a look at our weekend forecast. Temperatures this morning in the upper 60s inland. We're going for the upper 80s for highs, feeling like the 90s during the peak of the day. Sunday, cooler, cloudier, highs only around 70 degrees. I don't even think we get out of the 60s in a number of spots, and that's true at the beaches as well. We're likely dry until 4 p.m. And remember, the window opens at 4 p.m. We could be dry until 6, 7, maybe even 8 o'clock in Cape May County, where the Cape May bubble's doing its thing. Rutgers football forecast, we look dry for tailgating, dry for the first half, but second half, that's when, again, that window opens for showers and thunderstorms. I think we're going to see rain, and maybe our first Rutgers football lightning delay since at Indiana back in 2017. Winds out of the southwest at about 10 miles an hour. What happens next week? Back to the cooler, below average weather. Comfortably cool for us here, likely to be below average for the coastal counties. And that means, especially as we go later in the week, expect more highs in the low 70s, but it should be dry. We are looking for a storm to be offshore on Wednesday. It should be a cloudy day and a little bit of a damp day Wednesday, but it should be a rain-free one. We look at the beach towns with the 7-day forecast. Monday and Tuesday, really nice to be out on the boardwalk and in the bays. 9/11 looks to be our warmest day of next week, but coastal flooding does threaten as we have onshore winds that are likely for the end of next week into next weekend.